there, this is Taipan for Shanzai.com, and today we're going to do a bit of a faux unboxing and first look at a product called the Moonse E7002. Now the 7002 is the follow-on to the Moonse E7001, go figure. A video that we actually done earlier this year that 86,000 of you guys watched, so probably you're quite interested in this product, and we can tell you that this one that we're going to be looking at, because it's a faux unboxing, which means we've already taken a peek what's going on inside the box, it's probably going to impress you even more than the original Moonse. So one of the first things you'll notice about the Moonse is in the packaging of the boxing. It's already got the Android 2.1 listed on the box, so they were well prepared to do that and put it out the door. It looks quite similar to some of the other iPad/Android-like packaging we've seen from some of the other devices. And but again, it's got a few more nice little features on there. The cute little robot is getting himself a lot of coverage in Shenzhen these days. Looking good. And let's pop things open and slide it open to see what goes on inside. But now, voila, in the beautiful black foam-like casing here, kind of like your jewelry that might come in, we have the actual device itself, very similar to a lot of the other iPad-like looking devices that we've seen with the sort of what's becoming to be a bit of a typical 7-inch form factor looking device. Dig a little deeper into the box. We've got a user guide, and this is a user guide that comes in English and in Chinese. And actually, this user guide is quite helpful. It's got information about adding applications and actually doing stuff on your device that you would really do. The user manual is branded HiPad, H-A-I-P-A-D. The flash screen on the device actually, when it boots up later, as we'll see from our faux unboxing, actually also shows HiPad branding. But it is the Moonse E7002 that we're really looking at. The device has a micro USB or mini USB out on it, and they provide you kindly a cable with the full-size USB as well. So you can, if you don't have anything to connect to your PC for the mini, you can use that. It's also got a full regular mini USB to your PC cable. These guys are giving you a little bit extra for your dollar there. And of course, what's an iPad clone-like type of device without iPad clone-like earbuds? You got the ubiquitous white earbuds. And last but not least, very simple packaging, very simple device. We're looking at your charger. So really, quite pretty much the standard stuff that you're getting with these days with your pads. Probably almost the same amount of stuff you get in an iPad when you open up an $800 iPad. Ooh. All right. Taking a look at the hardware for the Moonse E7002. Again, it's the unibody design. This is one of the ones that does have the cut in the back here that functions as a speaker port. If you look really closely, I'm not sure you'll be able to see that on camera. You can see a little bit of the foil that's underneath there that usually is the protective top of a speaker port. So we're expecting to hear some speaker noises coming out of here. The rest of it's just your plain, beautiful back. Doesn't pick up any fingerprints, quite nice actually. The front of the device is a little bit more of what you can expect from the typical 7-inch style device, pretty much exactly the same. I've hit the power button, so we're already starting to boot up Android, and that splash screen you saw there was a HiPad splash screen. While that's booting up, we can take a look at the top of the device, and you'll see there's the rocker switch for the left and right rocker switch. It's got menu and back functions that it's listed here as in tiny icons that you can't see probably too well on video, but they're there. The other icons here which show the rest of the other side of the device are there's a microphone little hole, SD card for micro SD, mini USB connections, 2 of them, maybe that's why they give you 2 cables, an on and off switch. There's a dedicated power button here for on and off, and that's the device saying hello that as it boots up. It's also got a headphone jack for you as well here, and this little tiny hole here is where you pin in your or stick in your connection to the power supply. Other than that, there's no other ports or anything on the device. It's, again, the very nice, small, sleek Android iPad clone type 7-inch devices that we're used to. Now, this is Android 2.1, which you said on the box, shows on the box, shows on the device. We've taken a look at it. It's starting to become pretty much a standard part of the ecosystem now for all the Shanzai players are putting out 2.1 devices. Interestingly enough, though, on this one, we can see that there's The icons and everything are a little bit bigger rather than down to the normal size. They're oversized. I haven't played with the device really yet to know whether we need to go in and change the resolution on it or not, but that's how it comes. And actually, one of the things that's also quite pleasing is there's a lot of applications preloaded on the device. Just for some people who still aren't comfortable yet downloading APK files and adding themselves, it's nice to see that the device is fully loaded. Now we're going to do a full review for you later where we get into all the performance of both the video performance, the browsing performance, everything. But I thought just for fun, they've got a couple of games loaded on here. Why don't we just pop up one of the games just to give you a little taste of what's to come in the gaming action. And this one's called Armageddon Squadron. One of those PC-friendly games you hope your little kids get to play with, I expect. And as Android's sound enabled, what the hell, let's try it with the sound. Ooh, that music sounds suitably threatening. See the game starting on. Let's go to arcade mode so we can get right into the action here. Oh wow, actually that was quite complicated here. Oops, sorry. You can select your different weapons and whatnot. Let's go with what we've got here. Let's load the game up. Whoa, I'm already crashing. Now this game is basically based around the accelerometer. You're flying your plane around the island. I'm not very good at this. I've never... Shit. It's kind of like... Anyhow, you can see I'm going to crash the thing, I think, here. Oh, it won't let me crash. That's kind of nice. That's useful for pilots like my skill level. Oh, there we go. Well, that's the end of the game there. Well, just to give you a little bit of idea about that. All of this performance is being brought to you by a 720 megahertz telechip from a Korean company producing an ARM processor, telechip branded. We're looking at 256 megabytes of RAM on board, 2 gigabytes of NAND flash memory actually on board as well. Of course, you can expand that through the SD card to even more if you need that. It's also got a front-facing 1.3 megapixel camera, so that's going to be exciting for us to check out. And we'll be back to you soon with a full review of all the features and functions of the Moonse E7002 or E7002.